Now Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There is stop and Terrell Edmonds.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about we did see it? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw is Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Down the sideline he goes. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return. Very good field position. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Chubb. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 37 yards. And the Browns are back within a score. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
I'd rather pay for the ring. Pay $600.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
You got it.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
You got it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I ain't getting no drinks at the game.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Second down. Here's Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. As Smith in motion right. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Penny. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Smith will come in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsing. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well,
that was beautiful.
14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Penny, a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down into the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little...
And got his man complete inside the 20, and he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 62 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Throwing on third down, Watson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. York able to
Shit, I'm trying to win, homie.
And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're
I need all my points.
Cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
But first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 69 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. York now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And Chubb try the middle here. 20 down to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Zadarius Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Penny up the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah,
be smart about it now. Be smart now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has him.
Oh, this ain't a smart move.
To the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's going to be bad.
I told you. I told you.
The Eagles unable to convert there.
I told you I was trying to win.
That will force a turnover on downs. So now I need an explanation for that one, Charles. You're tied, fourth quarter, deep in your own territory. What was going on in their mind?
I can't even begin to imagine. I understand being aggressive. You know, how many times have you looked at me and said, are you crazy? Why would you say go for it there? I wouldn't in this situation. I'm not sure what he was thinking other than maybe he doesn't believe in his defense at all anymore. He just says, I've got to go for it in this situation. But his meeting, the head coach's meeting with the GM and the owner, that's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to offer an explanation for this one. And how about the defense? They had to look across the field and go, that's the ultimate disrespect, isn't it?
Yep. Now 2nd and 4. Second down, here's Chubb again. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's 1st and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Ah, he quit. That motherfucker quit.